Hello all, welcome to Rupa's online tutorials. In today's video, I'm going to tell you how to execute Python using VS Code editor. In my previous video, I had told you how to install the latest version of Python, and also I had explained how to type a simple program in the interactive mode using the IDE shell. Here, I'm going to tell you how to execute your Python programs using the VS Code editor. So you can see here, there are two ways to use the Python interpreter. Interactive mode, we can type the program directly at the prompt. The program executes after we enter the enter key. So the next type is called the script mode. Here we write a program in a file, save it, and then use the interpreter to execute it. Python scripts are saved as files with the extension .py. Now to do this, you can use the simple editor, like you can use the IDE shell itself, and then you can do it. So let us just look at that, how to do it. So here I'm going to open the idle shell. So if you remember in my last video, I had directly typed the print statement here. Okay, and I had just displayed some statement like this. Okay, now for simple small programs, what we can do is we can open the file and go to a new file. Then you can type the command here. Okay, you can just say print hello, and then you can print one more statement. So by doing this, it's not like each statement it is going to execute the interpreter. You can have a group of statements here, and then you can now execute them. So you can go here, you can even save the file. So you can save the file in another folder where the permissions are given. So I'm doing it in this particular folder. So I can give any name for this. I need to give the extension py because it's a Python file, and then I say save. Then I come here and then I'm just going to run this particular model. So when I run this, it is running here, hello Rupa. So this is one more way of executing your your Python program. Okay, so either directly onto the prompt you can type as I showed here in the first case. Okay, or you can write it in a in a file, save it as .py. So here the file name is demo.py, and then you can save the file here, and then you can run here. This is another way of doing. But there is an editor which is a very versatile and powerful code editor, okay, called the VS Code. Now install the VS Code. So you can just go here, type in Google VS Code. So you get this particular website. So you can go and download the VS Code for Windows. So it start downloading here. Okay, in my download file, it is getting downloaded. So VS Code is a powerful editor developed by Microsoft, and it is available for various platforms. Okay, it is available for various platforms like Windows, Mac OS, Unix, Linux, etc. So here I'm going to accept the agreement, and I'm going to install here. Okay, the path is given here, and then I say next, 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 and then I say install. So it is going to install it in my Cgolem. And VS Code is an open source project. That means its code is available in GitHub, and it is mainly made for extensibility. So you can just install this editor, and then you have to install the appropriate extensions. That is, for Python, you will have a Python extension. For C++, Java, you'll have different extensions which you need to install. So see here, I have finished installing the Visual Studio Code, and now that is just opened up here. Okay, so this is how it comes. Now it is asking you to choose the themes. So I'm going to take this, and then I click on the next section. Okay, so I'm just going on with the wizard. So I just say, okay, everything is done here. So now I just say mark as done. Okay, so here your Visual Studio Code, here I go and say new file. So here it is asking you to enter the file name. Okay, so I can give anything, any name. I say maybe test. Okay, test.py. And once I do this, yes, it is getting again saved. Okay, it's getting saved in this particular thing. So the file name, I'm giving it as, since the Python file, I give test.py create file. Okay, now it is, if you observe here, it is asking you to install the Python extension. Okay, so this is important because here, otherwise I can go here also and check whether it has been installed or what. Okay, this is the thing I need to go and install, or I can directly go here and say install. So now the Python extension has to be installed because this is editor is supporting all the other languages like Java, your C++, etc. So your extension, it is getting installed if you observe here. So once this is installed, okay, we can type our program in this editor and then we can run the program. So yes, so our extension is done. It is getting installed. Okay. So I just go here to test dot. So here you see you have the Python program here where I can just type the statements. So you can see here it gives some suggestions also, like, you know, you can, this editor is much more interactive. So we can type something here. Okay. Hello. Okay. And then I can, just a second, please. Yeah. Okay. And then I say, something, anything you want, you can type. And then see, you can just go here. This is the run code command. You go here and click run Python file in. Yeah, before that you can even save your file. Okay, you can just say save all because it's already saved, but you say save all. And also if you want to increase the font, you can just say, you know, go to preferences and then you go to settings. Okay, and then you can see here tab size, and you know, you have the font here. Yeah, here it is font. Okay, so you can increase the font here and then you can just close the settings so that you know you get a better font, I mean a bigger font. It's much more visible here. So after I do this, I just need to go here and I can say run Python in a dedicated terminal. So once I run this particular program, you can see that whatever is there in the double quotes is being printed here. So it is very easy to use our VS Code editor. So I can go to the new text file, I can create one more file and I can use this to run my Python programs. Hope so that this particular video was useful. Looking back, so we can just open the VS Code. You can see it in your program files. Okay, I'll just tell you briefly how to create a folder and then you can store all your files in that folder also. You can just go and say open folder and you can look into your drive, wherever, whichever drive you want to save. So you can go here. I am going to go and save here. Okay, in this particular folder. So I can just say new folder and I can create a Python program. So here I have created this folder Python programs where I'm going to store all my files. So this is how, and then every time you save here, your project will be saved in this particular folder. At my PPT, just my brief recap I would like to do. Okay, so as I told you, one is the interactive mode, another is a script mode, and here in installing VS Code, the prerequisite is first you have to install the Python in your computer, then install the VS Code, add the Python extension, type the program in Python, save the file and run the program in terminal. Hope this video was useful to all of you. If you like the video, please like and subscribe and have a good day. Thank you.